Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here with the Stash Dive Saturday. So for this week I am going to be using my Victoria Marie homemade kit that I made using her class Make the Kit, and I will have a link down below to that class if you guys are interested in it. It's only $12 and I really got a lot out of it, and the whole basis behind it is making your own scrapbooking kit from your stash. So this week on the Victoria Marie Facebook group, she challenged everyone to make a layout that is kind of like a 10 random fun facts about yourself. So she encouraged everyone to scrapbook about yourself. So I'm going to do that. And I am using this Amy Tangerine paper, and I cut it down to an 8.5 by 11 because that's the size that this layout is going to be. And I kind of just went through my kit and pulled out some scraps that I've been using and just kind of making those scraps work for me. So obviously the background was a full piece of paper, but I cut it down. And then everything else will be scraps here. So I wanted to make sure I had that little corner piece in there that's printed on the paper, but I wanted to show, and I need somewhere to put my pictures and all that because it's not a huge canvas here. So in order to make these little layers show, as well as have my picture fit, I'm going to use my craft knife here and I'm going to cut around it, and then I'm going to kind of slip my pictures underneath. So I'm just going through here. Pardon my head, I'm trying to make sure I get it straight because I am notorious for not being straight. So I'm just cutting around all these little strips here. And then I'll show you in a second here that I can kind of flip it up and I can slip things under there. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I kept looking up because I'm watching a new show right now. I'm watching Silicon Valley, which is on HBO, and it is hilarious, you guys. You have to have kind of a good sense of humor to watch it because it's kind of one of those, like, you know, it's kind of crude and a little raunchy, but oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I highly recommend it if you're into that kind of stuff. All right, so I used a little Today 4x6 card, which is from the Amy Tangerine paper pad as well. It was like a little cut apart. And then I layered two little strips of just scrap pieces that I had. The green one was from a paper, and then actually the polka dot one was like an Ellie Studio card that came in a package when I ordered something from them recently. So it just had cute colors on it, so I just put that on there as a little strip. And then I put my picture on top of a 6x6 paper from Amy Tangerine from her Plus One line. I just wanted something to kind of help make my picture pop a little bit, so I put pink behind it. And now I'm cutting out these squares from this Amy Tangerine paper, and this was left over from another layout that I did. And I'm going to use these squares to write my journaling in, to write my 10 random facts about myself. So I'm just cutting out 10 squares here. And I'm trying to do a couple different designs of the squares. There's like 3 or 4 different designs there. So, all right, so right now I'm going to go ahead and work on my title, and it's going to be 10 random facts about me. So for the 10 and the me, I'm going to use these large vellum alphabets from Amy Tangerine, and I'm going to use it in pink. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and get those out here. So there's 10, and then for random facts about, I'm going to use these teeny tiny fancy pants letters, and I'm going to use each color here. So random facts about, and then me. So it went really fast, but it took me forever to do it, so I didn't want to like make you guys sit through that because it took forever. This also took forever, so I'm only going to show you a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut all of these squares. And it's kind of hard because they're all kind of freehand drawn, you know, very whimsical. So I'm just kind of going along here as best as I can. I'm not the best fussy cutter, but it worked. And then I put down a strip of washi tape up at the top, and I forgot to turn my camera back on before I did that, so sorry. But it's just a strip of washi tape from Pink Fresh Studio, from a little washi book that I have. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my title stuck down, and there we go. And then I also put a little pink and white, or a pink stripe washi tape up above my picture there. All right, so I'm going to kind of lay these out just to make sure they fit and that it's going to work. And I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting them stuck down. I'm not too worried about, I don't want them lined up or, anything like that. This is supposed to be kind of whimsical, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so last one. All right, and then I was trying to decide how I was going to number everything, and then I realized I have the stamp set in my kit, and it has numbers on it, like numbers 1 through 9, and then the 10 is like 2 zeros, but I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to go ahead and use these. These are from Studio Calico, and I think Kelly Perky designed these. And so I'm just going to use my black Versamark and stamp all of them on here. So I started with number 1 at the top, and then that one's number 2, and I'm going to go kind of to the side and then down in order there. All right, so got them all numbered. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put the date on here as well, because some of these facts may change after a while. Some of them won't, but some things that I'm into or doing right now, that could change after a while. So it'd be fun to look back on this and see what kind of what was going on and when. So I put the date on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and write my facts down. Let me see. I have it right here so I can read them to you. Coming up here, I'm going to put just some more Amy Tangerine stuff and some enamel dots and a flare badge and all that. So just kind of watch what I'm doing as I'm reading. But here's my random facts. So number 1 was I was born in the Netherlands. Number 2, I try to read from a book every single day. Number 3, I like the snow as long as I don't have to be outside. Number 4, I always drop popcorn down my shirt when I'm eating it. Always. And always is underlined because it's absolutely the truth. Number 5, Korn is my favorite band of all time, and it shocks people. Number 6, I try to have a physical book, a Kindle book, and an audiobook all going at once. Number 7, I have so many TV shows I want to watch. Number 8, I review books for publishers, and it has been awesome. Number 9, I don't love anyone more than my family. And number 10, I am a huge dog lover. I love all of the dogs. So those are kind of my fun little random facts. A few things people may not have known. I was born overseas. My dad was in the military. And, Korn is my favorite band. I think if you've been on my channel for a while, you probably know that because I think I've scrapbooked about that before. But I usually have 3 or 4 books going at a time. I kind of bounce back and forth between books all at once. And it works for me somehow. I don't know how it does because I always thought I was a person who couldn't do that, but I actually can. I don't get the stories mixed up, and I think having them on the different formats helps me. I'm like, okay, I'm getting into my Kindle book. Here's what I'm reading for my Kindle book, and I can travel there and be good. But yeah, just some fun little things, and definitely the dog lover. You probably seen my dogs already, and if I could have like 15 dogs, I would, but my husband would not. So. All right, so I put down a few things from the Amy Tangerine sticker book, and I put a flare badge there, and then I have these orange enamel dots that I'm putting down as well, and then those layered vellum stickers are from Amy Tangerine too. Most of my homemade kit has Amy Tangerine in it. That's kind of where I started. That was kind of my starting off point there. All right, so that's going to complete my layout, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. And again, I will leave a link to Victoria Marie's class down below. It's a self-paced thing, so you take it at your own leisure, but it's been wonderful for me, and I've really enjoyed all the layouts I've made using my kit so far. Hope you guys have a great day. I will see you again soon. Bye.